What's going on internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TVH, and to be honest, I've been away for a couple weeks, but I'm back on my bullshit. Today we're taking a look at Ubisoft's latest entry in the Far Cry franchise, Far Cry 5. Did a visit to rural Montana return the Far Cry series back to form after the forgettable release of Far Cry Primal? Let's find out.
We are all sinners. Every one of us.
This guy.
You, me. Even the Father knows deeply of sin. It's a poison that clouds our minds. What if I told you?
They really dropping cult infomercials.
What if I told you that everything you ever dreamed could come true? What if I told you that everything could be overcome if you embraced an idea? That freedom from sin can come from the power of just one word.
Story. Or reading a book. Far Cry 5 sees the series jump to Hope County, Montana instead of some tropical island or the mountains. Surprisingly, Ubisoft did a great job of making Montana seem like a beautiful place. I don't do the forest. Hope County didn't bother me though. Maybe because I didn't have bugs and shit flying all in my face, I was able to appreciate the land better. The land you'll be fighting to take back from the cult led by Joseph Seed, his two brothers and sister. Each family member occupies a certain region of Hope County and specializes in a different form of brainwashing. You play a rookie cop who rides into town with some cop buddies in hopes of spreading some good old American justice. It turns out Joseph Seed is the law of the land, and that leads you to waging war with the cult. The plot does a decent job of driving you from point A to B, but it doesn't really say much. The cult honestly sounded like your average church. Everyone is sinning, these are the ends of times, blah 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 blah. The only thing different is the cult was using weapons and drugs to reinforce their message. I know a lot of people were upset Ubisoft didn't have more political stance, but I personally didn't care. I don't play games for politics and life lessons. I was more upset that the cult wasn't as interesting as previously advertised. The good news is we get to see a true open world. Gameplay is where Far Cry does things right. I enjoyed the fact that this adventure felt like a true open world experience. They removed the typical open world compass on the lower right most games have in exchange for a line compass at the top of the screen. This line style was less invasive, which created a minimalist HUD. Minimalizing the extras on the screen maximized my will to explore the game's world. Complementing it all was this new progression system. In this game, you don't have to complete X amount of story missions to get to the final boss fight. Instead, you have this meter. Everything you do that pisses off the cult fills up that meter. Once filled, you can fight the region leader. Far Cry 5 features main missions, side missions, and dynamic events. I spent most of my game exploring the land doing side missions and dynamic events, then went straight to the boss fight. It feels good to have this sense of freedom. Further promoting this sense of freedom is the Perk System. Just like most games these days, there's a large skill tree of abilities to unlock. What this game does different is how you acquire the perk points used to unlock special abilities. The perk menu has a bunch of challenges listed, and every one that you complete nets you perk points. Some are as simple as get 5 kills with a sniper rifle, and others are more complex. The reason I like this system is it forces players to try out new things that might not given a chance, but perks are just for you. You won't be going on this adventure solo. Far Cry 5 is all about teamwork, and that's why there's so many support characters. Scattered all throughout the map are icons of faces of people that are willing to join the team, some human and some animal. Each of the 9 support characters can be summoned at almost any time, and they have their own special abilities. I enjoyed this, it spiced the game up. Each mission requires tackling it in a different manner, and it's all about knowing which teammate should tag along. Some provide recon, some provide protection, some scare folks, and others bring big guns. It's about what you want. Regardless of what you want, the game will always remain over the top. Wacky! One thing that I really liked about this game is it takes the American stereotype and it puts it on 100. You will run into people still blaming Obama for their problems, American flags are everywhere, and the animals are on 10. You'll be driving and you'll see bears fighting with cult members, you'll get randomly attacked by bald eagles, and skunks are not afraid to pull up.
Take black guesses out of here.
It's a good thing that he are playing aggressive towards this 76.
Oh, my dog! My dog! Doge! God damn, got ran over like a damn Detroit puppy.
I found it all to be funny because I ain't take none of it seriously. In addition, you have planes now to explore this crazy world, and that's what makes for a fun package. Now, what wasn't fun were the useless weapons. This game features a ton of weapons, but the problem is most are useless. By mid-game, I was pretty much stuck in my ways. I found what I liked, and when I would try new weapons that I unlocked, I found myself going right back to my old setup. That's because the weapons are displayed in a random order, not from weakest to strongest. I just don't like being given a bunch of useless options. I mean, there's a ton of useless weapons that won't be used in that useless multiplayer. I got some hands-on time with the multiplayer early in an event, and what I played there versus what was released to the wild was totally different. I got to play some maps created by Ubisoft that were great, and they never even made it into the full game. Instead, multiplayer is dominated by user-created maps that are just awful. There are some good ones, but I don't feel like the curation system is doing a good job of propping up the quality maps. It doesn't help also that the game is buggy. It wouldn't be an open world Ubisoft game without a crap ton of glitches. I experienced everything from goofy glitches to game-breaking bugs where I had to restart and get a new game file. The bug I encountered the most though is I fell through the map. It was so bad that I fell through the map 3 times in the span of 30 minutes on a live stream.
God, I love it. Oh my God.
What's up?
I fell through the map.
Nice.
Just don't even say who wants to play Fortnite. Just type the word Fortnite and see what happens. Oh my God. It happened again.
Fortnite.
Look at the stream.
Oh shit.
God damn it, Ubisoft.
What'd you do?
This is the second time this shit happened.
Put your hands up. Put your hands
This
up.
man is in virtual purgatory.
Well, all y'all arriving Thursday though, right?
Yeah, we'll all be there tomorrow.
Oh my God. That is the 3rd time this shit has happened.
What are you talking about?
He on the
Just
ground
get
again.
on 2K.
Oh my
Oh
God.
boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the ending sucks. Last but not least, all 3 endings in this game suck. I won't spoil anything, but the endings were Mass Effect 3 bad in my opinion. It felt like Ubisoft got to the end of the game and didn't know what to do with it. So they just stared the ship all the way left, and all it did was leave more questions and answers and a lot of anger. Final thoughts? Here's a quick summary of my thoughts on Far Cry 5 for those of you who weren't paying attention. And I ain't in the mood to read this shit anymore, so pause the video if you really care to see the pros and cons. If not, then just know that I did enjoy Far Cry 5, but not as much as I thought I would. I definitely had fun, but I can't deny the game-breaking bugs, the shitty multiplayer, and the terrible ending. Therefore, I'd recommend you wait until the price drops. Look, if you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button, share the video, and let me know what you thought about Far Cry 5 in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next game review. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging to my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.